to the Vent, Rebuild, Refocus podcast. And this is the first episode, part of the rebuild. Understand? I know you guys haven't seen us, but we're here. Understand? You got actors, you got producers. Understand? And you can't see the producers in the movie. However, they're in the background, always getting the job done, always getting the work done. And we have the one and only, understand, Glamo with us, my brother. Day zero, understand, not day one, day zero. Before there was a me, he was here, understand. And we're gonna talk about rebuilding. It happens in life, right? Everybody has to rebuild sometime, understand. All structures have to be fortified. All structures have to be optimized. And that's just life. Have you ever had to rebuild in life, bro? Understand?
So it's like I'm rebuilding now. Like
Okay.
I'm rebuilding. I'm rebuilding now.
You're in the rebuild stage.
Yeah.
Present time in your life.
Present time, actually rebuilding.
Okay. What does that look like?
So rebuilding is like almost like a baby, like a child, like because you rebuilding your old thoughts, your old attitudes, your old behavior, and everything that's attached to your old attitudes, your thoughts, and your behavior. That was like your superpowers when you were facing life. So it was like you were Superman. Then you came across something, you hit a kryptonite or whatever happened, you wanted to change and rebuild yourself because you didn't like how it was going, so you had to start over. But when you started over, it's another world.
Right. It's a whole nother world. Yeah. Understand? So the life that was being lived, you seen the means that it had to be rebuilt.
I had to.
Okay.
Yeah, it had to be rebuilt. The life that I was living, it was the street life.
Yeah. So we're not gonna do any details or particulars. Yeah. However, everybody know what the streets entails, understand? And when the term outside has become more popular in today's society. Yeah, that's what the young guys, I'm outside. But during your era, like outside was a real thing.
Yeah.
Understand?
I'm saying outside. Like, what you mean you were outside? Shit, when we was outside, man, we ain't gotta tell nobody outside. Cause we seen you seen me outside in them beats, you know what I'm saying? How it was gonna go. So, they be saying they outside, cause the social media thing, man, it's different. So everything is different. This is also part of the rebuilding. Like most people that's in life, like from the old world without the social media to the new technology now, if you were stuck on one thing back then and you were successful, if you don't know how to rebuild and transition to new technical world, you're gonna fall too. So.
You're gonna fall to the wayside. Absolutely. Technology is forever upward. Understand? Just like New York State is forever upward. So like you're saying, when you have a groove or a set spot in this time, but the times are changing and you don't adapt to those changes, it's time for a rebuild. Understand? Because it's out with the old and in with the new. Yeah, that's just the way of the world.
Yeah, so if you don't rebuild yourself, like what you're saying, you're just gonna be like stuck a vegetable. You just in the way. You dealing with old information, old ways, old behavior, and it's all old, and everybody is evolving around you.
So
and you just falling down. So yeah, you gotta rebuild.
What's one of the first steps to rebuilding?
It's actually putting in your mind first, like acknowledging the fact that you need to rebuild. That's probably one of the first steps right there.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Acknowledgement is important in any any step, any sequential order, or any sequence acknowledgement that you need to rebuild, that you need to change, that you need whatever is necessary, or acknowledgement is key. It's heavy. Understand?
Like what you're saying, you need help, whatever. I need this. It comes in your mind. I say I need this. So that's the first thing in your mind.
Okay. Then after we say, okay, I need to rebuild. What's next?
Then you like basically you do like the math, like far as you do like you see where you at in life.
Mm-hmm.
You see where you want to be at in life. That's a 2-part equation.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you're missing the middle part. So it's actually algebra. So you got one part of the equation, the other part of the equation, you're trying to figure out the middle. Mm-hmm. And right here in my life, I know where I'm at. And I know where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
But how do I get there?
You know what? In today's society, in today's realm, a lot of people is stuck with that 2-part equation, and that's a great analogy, and that's a great way to put it, because I never really heard it to that extent, to where we know the world and life is math. Understand?
Yeah,
so to say,
it's
basically algebra. So to say, I'm here. I want to be there. How do I get there? Understand? That's the how that people really struggle with. And one of the hows, right? This is one of the hows. If somebody's at a level that you want to get to, reach out to that person. Try to get the information, mentorship, apprenticeship. Understand? Because they're there.
Exactly.
Already. They got there some way, somehow. Understand? And if that's an aspiration of yours, I would definitely reach out. Don't be bashful. Don't have ego and pride. We were just talking amongst ourselves, amongst the brethren, and we have to deal with egolessness. Understand? You can't be on your rebuild process and still have your old ways instilled in that rebuild, because you just putting on old garments at that point.
Exactly. You putting on like old garments. You taking a bath or a shower, and you putting on dirty clothes.
You putting on dirty clothes. Understand? So we know we don't put new wine in old bottles unless they burst. I mean,
I want to expound what you were saying about the getting information from people that that might be on a level that you want to be, or you see yourself that you want to be on. So that's what everything, like you either you gotta put yourself around these type people.
Mm-hmm.
So when you putting yourself around these people, this is math again. So this is the equation. This is add and subtract. So I'm subtracting my old crowd, my old ways, or whatever, and I'm seeing where I want to be at. I'm seeing the type of people that's already there. And I'm lining myself up with them, so I'm adding. So when I subtracted it, it automatically added on this end.
That's right.
For what I needed. So so you leave this alone, subtract from there, and you're gonna automatically add on to that. And that's one of the ways that you're gonna start to learn. Like, okay, this is what I need to do to get up there. So the next step might be like you actually doing it.
Right.
So but now you see the people, you see the crowd. This is what you want to be around. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I don't want to sell drugs or hang out, I don't want to be around these people no more.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to be in a working environment, I want to be around the workers. I'm going to get to learn everything. And so this is what I was talking about, like I'll be in the process. So everything I want to learn, I actually sign up and get a job sometimes for.
Right.
Because they're paying me to learn.
Right.
And then I might network with other people. And I'm like, okay, so now I'm getting closer to the filling up the middle part, and it's gonna get me on top. So,
And let me just say this, right? Real change is a 180. It's not a 360. Understand? Real change is a 180. Yeah, that's a fact. Cause you know a lot of people. I did a 360, but that means you came right back around to where you started at. Understand? We don't want to do that. So real change is a 180. Understand? We definitely wanna turn the other way from our foolish ways. Understand? We don't want to be apologetic, but we want to be remorseful for the type of lifestyle we were living.